Hello, Tina. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. How are you today? So, we're going to talk to your cousin Connie today. So, seems like I've done a reading for you before, but just in case, at least a little reminder, they do spiritual charades. They'll talk to me, but they also show me pictures. So I need to try to explain the picture as well as I can to get their point across, their message across, what they're trying to show me. They don't always tell me, they don't usually tell me any details or anything. It'll be, they'll tell me just enough that you should understand what they're talking about because it's not for me to know. I don't need to know everything. I'm just the vessel that they talk through. And that sounds a little creepy, doesn't it? But they just tell me enough so you understand what they're trying to say. So, I don't get names correctly, so don't throw the whole reading out if I don't get the name right, but they say John, it will at least be a male with a J name or a J-O name. Let's see, it seems like there's something else I should be saying. So this is not an exact science. This is just the way they can communicate with us. So not everything's going to be, you might have to think outside the box a little bit. It's not going to be exact science. Okay, I'm hearing, okay, I'm hearing her say, she keeps saying it over and over and over. You don't always need, say it again now. Now she's changing the way she's saying it. Some things are better left unsaid. Some things are better left unsaid. She keeps saying that over and over and over. Not sure what she's referring to, but hopefully we'll find out. The time was right. The time was now. I'm happy. I'm lucky. I'm healthy, if you want to call it that. Well, because she doesn't have a body. So we don't have to worry about all this physical heaviness that we have. We just go into pure love and pure energy. We're not carrying all this skin and bones around. Don't have to worry about that part. Cherries. She's talking about cherries. Oh. Cherries, as in the fruit or that comes off the tree, cherries. She mentions cherries. Sometimes they'll just throw words out there. Now she's singing the song, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So, either she's not saying why she's singing this song. She's singing it kind of soft. So, either she wants you to do that, which I sing that to my girlfriend when she's sad, when she's grumpy at work, and I'll tell her, I'm not going to quit singing it, and I suck at singing until you start smiling. Or you have just recently sang it to a small child or somebody, or you'll be hearing this too. Okay, she says you will be hearing this too, and that's not like a song that's going to come on the radio, so. But it could pop up anywhere. It could pop up on the computer. It can pop up on TV. You could be walking through a store and you'll hear a little snippet of the song, or you're going to hear a small child singing it somewhere. That's going to be one of her signs that she's around. And when you hear it, stop and feel the love from her first, but then acknowledge her. Validate that you know that that's her. And thank her for bringing you that sign and tell her, you know that's her, I love you, bring me more. And you'll get more signs from her. They like for you to validate it. They like to know that you're getting signs all the time. All the time. Everybody is. We just don't know it. So when you start being aware of them, then it's like they get excited and they go, ah, now I can do more because, and I ask them to do a little more unique stuff besides the feathers and the coins and the butterflies and the, everybody knows those signs and people are starting to understand that this is really happening. They're really getting signs from their loved ones. Now she says to cherish the ones that you have while you have them. And she says you need to get more serious about that right now. She says we think we cherish them, but we don't really deeply cherish somebody until they're gone. Be happy with them. Now she's not saying anything. All right, she's showing herself. Oh, first she takes her hair and she kind of kicks it back. She throws it back like almost kind of like a movie star back in the day, like kind of being dramatic about it when she does it, like look how pretty it is. She wants to do the beauty queen wave. Was she in a beauty pageant? Was she a cheerleader? Was she in parades? Something, for some reason she's doing the beauty queen wave. That's what I call it anyway. And now she's showing herself with a large dog. The dog's kind of fading in and out. It's a large dog, but it's a very, very slim dog. Really long legs, really sleek. Right now, it looks kind of like a dog the style of a greyhound. But when she first showed it, it looked more like it had short curly hair. So I'm not sure if we're going with two dogs. This one I'm going to say looks like a Labradoodle or something like that. They're tall and they got the real kinky poodle type hair. So like I said, both of them look kind of a light color, so I'm not sure if we're talking about two dogs. It's just the way she's showing the picture. It's my spiritual charades, and they never waste a message. There's always a reason for what they show or say. But she's bent down, and she's petting this dog, and she's loving it. So she wants somebody to know that she has this dog or these dogs. And they both look about the same size. So like I said, unless one is a shaved one, and the other one she's showing me that it is a kinky haired dog, but it's shaved. I cannot tell because the dogs look really, really similar. And she's flipping back and forth between them. But she's not showing them together. It's one at a time. Just some of that charades game that I hated when I was a kid. I refused to play charades. I think they were trying to train me back then, and I wouldn't do it. Okay, she's showing a large ship in the background. There's a large, huge body of water, possibly an ocean. It's not a lake or a pond type water. It's much bigger, and it looks like a cruise ship. So maybe you've recently been on a cruise or thinking about going on a cruise. And she says if you don't, the ship's going to sail without you. They don't always explain why they show something. It's their show. I allow them to do or say whatever it is they think needs to be said because they know best. Okay. She mentions the name Harry, Harry. Don't forget, we stink at names here, so it's at least a male with an H or an HA name that she's acknowledging for a reason, a father figure of some type, a father. And a father figure does not have to be your blood father. Your uncle can feel like your father. It's the father feeling, the father energy. Your grandfather could be more like your father. He might have raised you. So, father figure with an H name. Oh, it would be a father figure to her because she's saying she has him with her. So once again, it could still be that feeling, but not blood related. She's talking about Aunt Mary being with her. Once again, I don't know why they keep throwing names at me. Unless we're going to get them exact, guys. Come on. I need to quit bitching about it. So it's at least an aunt with an M or an MA name. And she's showing this aunt with a very large bowl. And she's got a big, I think it's a wooden spoon, but it doesn't matter. It's a big spoon. And she's stirring like this in this bowl. And it looks like cookie dough in this bowl. It's really, really thick. So she's getting ready to make cookies. So that should help you know which one she's talking about. Could be your aunt, but I think she's talking about her aunt. I know it sounds a little vague, but it's just the way. It's just the way we communicate. Tell her I love her and thank you. She's thanking you for some good times when you were little. She's mentioning popcorn, a movie looks like on the TV, like spending the night with each other. Like you're in your pajamas, you have a blanket, you got popcorn, you're watching something on TV. And she enjoyed that. She enjoyed spending that time with you. So evidently one of you stayed with the other one when you were little. she's I'm laughing at myself. So she's giving me a name again. I don't know if they're trying to break me in or what. She's mentioning Morris, Morris. So I'm guessing that would be a male with an M or an MO name if it's not Morris. She's not saying here or there. I'm not getting the feeling whether that one is here or there. Morty. She said Morris. Now she's saying Morty. Morty. So that's a nickname maybe of Morris? I don't know. Once again, she says, sometimes things are better left unsaid. It's nobody's business. I don't have to tell. And I can't twist their arm. No, I'm not going there. Just a second. I don't know where she went. So okay. She's coming up behind me and she's taking her fingers and she's doing like this on my head and then she's massaging. So you will feel this, but it won't feel like if I put my fingers on your head because she doesn't have physical fingers. But you will feel maybe not all 10, and I don't know how you will receive the energy because everybody feels it different. So it could feel like just a little pressure in just different places, like different spots. It could feel like little pins sticking you in those spots. It could feel like goosebumps just in those spots. It could feel like, usually when they get around my head and I'm not itching, oh, never mind, I am now. Usually it feels like I have head lice. So it could feel like a little bug crawling in each of those little spots, but she's taking her fingers and going like this on your head. She says you get a lot of headaches. So she's going to use her energy to try to help. You have to ask her and you have to allow her. She mentions a drive-in movie. Something scary on the screen. So I don't know if she's talking about a horror movie or a really violent, like, killer movie. She mentions, I don't know if she's talking about the movie or the song, and this was from way back. Play Misty for Me. Who was in that? Was that Clint Eastwood? Play Misty for Me. Play Misty for Me. Crap, I know I saw that movie way back, but I think there's a song called that too. And I'll just throw out anything she says. Another name. Hernandez. Hernandez. She's associating that with a male. I'm not saying why, but it's her show. It's her show. She can do what she wants. She's telling you not to be angry about it. Say hi to mom. Say hi to mom for me. But she's just throwing out a lot of words. Spiders. She's talking about spiders. Somebody is absolutely, totally terrified of spiders, which a lot of us are. Now she's making me itch. Now she comes over and whispers in my other ear, which is unusual because that's Bob's side. She says, tell her I love her. She's now I have no clue why she's saying this, but it's not for me to know. She says what happened in Sturgis stays in Sturgis. Did she actually go to Sturgis, South Dakota? That's where I go to the bike rally. And a lot of times when they just throw out stuff like this, you'll either remember it later, it'll happen later, or I've noticed lately it's like they're using these readings to reach out to fingers to other family members so somebody else might validate it or remember it or go, oh, I know what she's talking about. So don't throw the whole reading out if it's something that you just don't remember at this moment. The message could be meant for somebody else that she thinks you're going to tell. Hang dog. Hang, Hangdog. Hang dog. She says, stop it, Rhonda, just say what I say. Chocolate chip cookies. You're going to get the smell of chocolate chip cookies. So that's going to be another sign from her. Like, for a couple of weeks, every single morning, as soon as I opened my eyes, I smelled chocolate chip cookies. Never figured out who it was. So you could smell them in your car, in Walmart, in your backyard, doesn't matter. That's going to be a sign that she's around. And she said it's going to be at a time that you need her. She says call on her. She says otherwise she sits there like this, and she could be helping you, but you have to ask and you have to allow her to. So she's waiting. She's just waiting. I always say, if you're asking for help with financial stuff and Uncle Joe, who's in heaven, didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask him. Find somebody, like I use my stepfather, who was a financial whiz. He still hasn't got me my millions of dollars, but hey, I'm doing fine. Now she's talking about racing bicycles down the sidewalk. So she's back to when you guys were younger. I think she's trying to validate that it's her. I mean really going fast, really racing bicycles down the sidewalk, but the bicycles look pretty small. She says again, wasn't meant to be. I was not meant to stay here. She says, tell her, Rhonda, tell her. She said her time was up. It doesn't matter how she left. Her time was up. She's not, I don't think she's going to say a word about how she left. She said it doesn't matter. It was time. I've been taught that when we come into this world, we also have an exit point. That can shift a little bit, but that time, if we come in with the exit point of living here one day, we're going to go no matter what. If we come in with the exit point, we're going to live to be 150. We might live to be 148. I mean, it depends on what's going on at the time, but it was her time, and she's fine with that. So, where'd she go? She mentions Aunt Mary again. Aunt Mary. Does she have a brother? She says, tell my brother hi. I will get even with him. And then she laughs. So even if she didn't have a blood brother, we're going back to relationships again. It could be somebody who felt like a brother to her. Could be an ex-boyfriend. She ended up being more like a brother and sister relationship. Anything. I know that sounds a little wishy-washy, but it's the way it is. And she drew my eyes down to my list and to the words, I have gratitude list on my list of things to do today. She wants you to be grateful, and she wants you to make a gratitude list and concentrate more on that than the negative stuff. She thinks her headstone is gorgeous. She knows she left broken hearts. There's a dog that mourned the loss of her. And she's acknowledging that. She's calling you a diamond in the rough. She says, please take these things to heart, and she's going like this, and hold them close to you. You are a diamond in the rough. You need to realize that. And she's jabbering so fast that I can't quite catch everything she's saying. I'm trying to listen a little closer. You're going to have to slow down. Not that slow. Oh, she's doing this with her hair again. Throwing your head back. She's talking about living her life kind of footloose and fancy free. Just kind of like she's being now. She's like, kind of, like, woo. That she says, go for broke. Go for broke. Oh, she says, Bob's here. That's my Bob. Bob's here. Bob's here. Oh, now she's talking to my Bob. Hey, 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 not in the middle of my reading. She said, no, she's talking to Bob. Hey, can you guys wait? Bob doesn't usually interrupt, and he doesn't show up. He doesn't butt in unless somebody's not talking or something and I need help. Okay, what the heck? She says, all right, she says you need to hear that you are loved. That you are loved deeply and more than you know. She's showing that you have a wall up, and it's like the love can't get through to you. And you need to let it. You need to let it through. You need to let it through. So I don't. Now, I ask her again about what happened, and she's going like this. So she's obviously not going to tell me, and she's indicating it doesn't matter. She doesn't care. Not the least bit worried about it. I know that doesn't help people here that want answers, but she's not going to tell me. Bob's talking to her, and he's not getting her to talk either. Usually he can work his magic. Okay. Okay, she's saying somebody very, very close to her just had a birthday, and she's acknowledging that. She's telling them happy birthday, so it'll been like very, very recent. I hear like the end of May, like May 28th, somewhere around there, but that's not real recent to me, but so she's acknowledging that person's birthday. And she was there. So she's going chip, chip, kind of trying to chip, chip, up, done, done, and she's snapping her fingers, don't know why. Done like this, done, 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 done. And she just started skipping off. Usually they at least kind of say bye. She just, and she was flitting around all over, and now she's just skipping off very rapidly. Waved a little bit, she's off and running. Go. I can't control them, it's their show. So I hope you got a little bit of validation from this. Much love to you. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. Have an awesome day, and don't forget to pay it forward to somebody. Make somebody else smile today. Be the start of the chain reaction to make everybody smile. See you later.